just so good. Saiken, he didn't have any kills last game. Yeah. 14 assists. And all of those assists, or majority of those assists came from the Stan United, and all of those were clutch. And he saved a lot of his teammates. So he's
on point.
Yeah, he's a fireman. Yeah. You know, he saves lives.
I mean, well, that's going to be Victor being banned as well. Halata naman yan, obviously. Everyone always bans Victor or picks it, obviously. No touches so far except on his hex score, no?
Yes,
so,
yes.
Even with the hex score being slightly nerfed in terms of na medyo natanggal yung AP na sa hex score, it's still being... Victor is still very powerful. Actually, ginagawa... The only thing that changed actually is nirarush na lang nila yung last upgrade on that hex score. Diana and Morgana being banned there. Diana has been... We've been seeing a lot more Diana recently in the recent patches, especially with teleport. There's a lot of global pressure because of the trend of yung mga control mage and late game scaling mages like Azir, like the Victor. Ang laki na pressure na Diana to close the gap and just burst down those kinds of immobile mages.
Yeah, and yung parang nagiging trend din in the PHC, whenever you see a Diana mid lane, is that when she goes in and activates the Zonias, if she has it, bigla na lang magkokoral ang opponent sa area ng Diana. Di ba magtataka ka na lang?
What do we do now?
Kaya nga, they're like moths to a flame. Tapos bigla na lang kukuyugin na lang sila ng teammates ng Diana. And that's,
kasi di ba magugulat ka rin eh. Biglang nung una, hindi masyado masakit yung Diana. Tapos biglang pagdating ng mid-game, hindi mo siya mapatay kasi sobrang tanky niya.
Yeah.
Tapos namamatay ka lang agad. So, di ba? What's happening? Anyway, it's gonna be Darius. First pick here coming in from UST. This has been a very controversial change on this one because Darius wasn't even picked before. Tapos ngayon, biglang pinag-aagawan na siya.
Yes, yes.
That's a very good change on him. This should be pretty scary. Fiora is open, but no one has picked it yet. Gnar and Echo being locked down. Echo is still very strong despite the old nerfs that he received. Cinderhulk frontline tank pa rin siya. Gnar being locked in as well to respond to the Darius. So I think that's actually pretty good because it ranged siya. Hop will definitely, I think if you have good response time, the Hop will definitely outtime the
apprehend.
Yes,
so yes.
That's pretty easy to dodge. Meanwhile, wow, Kha'Zix really?
Yeah, honestly, when I look into...
Do you remember yesterday's game?
I'm not a pro player with the Kha'Zix, man. Oh, yeah. We got wrecked there.
Yeah.
Honestly, yung sa Kha'Zix, he has a high win ratio in other regions, but of course, you have to go in for the build, for the carry type build to make that work. And I don't think like in their composition it'll do well. So I guess that was just a hover over, and they'll go for an Elise for Raze here.
Plus in the meta as well, no? Medyo hindi fitting yung Kha'Zix right now. It doesn't really meet yung needs ng mga teams natin. Usually they go
you want the early pressure. Kha'Zix has early pressure, but I think you want a bit more sure type of pick-off.
Yeah. Plus, hindi ka rin masyado... Kasi the moment you fall a little bit behind in your farm, you fall behind in items, wala ka ng damage, and then wala na.
Yes.
Yeah. So he'll really fall behind.
Yeah. Talagang inaano mo ko sa kahapon.
Hindi naman sa ganon. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's not the best jungler to pick right now. There's so many other priority picks. That's going to be Elise locked in for Raze, and that's going to be Gangplank coming in. So mid lane Gangplank, which is a pretty brave lock-in for mid lane kasi he could get possibly countered. His early game sucks. So if they do pick someone with early pressure in the mid lane, he could get harassed as well with those long range mages.
Plus the weakness I think of an early game Gangplank, or a mid lane Gangplank rather, is that his barrels cannot be hidden in the sense na parang pag nasa mid lane ka, ang kailangan mo lang tignan is yung fog of war over that yung parang mga ledges. Tapos ang tagal din kasi ngayon nung pag recast nung barrels niya. So it's really detrimental there.
That's true.
For
slight
a
nerf
GP.
no, kay Gangplank this patch. So sa mga hindi gets yung what you mean by recast, meaning if you bring out one barrel, before you can bring out another barrel, medyo mas matagal ngayon yung delay time. So 0.25 seconds longer for the delay. So that will make your chasing potential a bit weaker kasi mas matagal na nga yung pag-chain mo ng barrels. Anyway, that is going to be Jinx and Tam. Kench, locked in for FEU.
So is this... I think it's going to be a support Tam Kench here for Ignorant. Hey, they changed their support from... Who was it? Simon.
Yeah, Alistar for both games that they played last week, no?
Yeah. So Ignorant is going to step up for the support for FEU's support here.
Yeah, that's true. And actually, yung interesting na pwede natin i-point out, FEU in their previous 2 games, laging hyper carry yung binibigay kay Kiddo. And he has not succeeded in these kind of team compositions. The last time he used Jinx, 1 kill, 7 deaths. The last time he used Vayne, 1 kill, 4 deaths. So far, FEU is not that good at pulling off these hyper carry, AD carry kinds of team comps now. Hopefully, they will be able to fix that now. Invest more in their AD carry.
Yeah, kasi ang nakakakuha ng kills for FEU in the previous week was always Coheed. And you want to get, your mid lane fed as well, but the problem was he was the only damage source for FEU, and that I think, put they lack damage to be able to at least win the team fights.
Yeah. Actually, in the end, medyo naging useless na ngayon yung contributions dapat for Kiddo because by late game, wala siya masyadong items, 1-7. Not what you want on your hyper carry. So they need to invest more on that. Braum being locked in there, pretty good disengage. Actually, looking at the composition FEU, this is definitely team fight. There's a lot of good team fight potential here. You got pretty good front lines. You have the Tam Kenshin, you have the Echo. You have pretty good disengage with the Azir and the Gnar. There's so much team fight potential here. Meanwhile, for UST, there's pretty good lane pressure. Your side waves are pretty safe. Although yung Darius baka medyo makait siya na Gnar. But in the bot lane, at least, they have some pretty good pressure at bot lane because the Corki will definitely power spike earlier than this Jinx if he gets his Trinity Force first. This team on USD looks like they want to pull off more picks than team fights, actually.
That's
true. For the side wave split push, which USD has no problem doing.
Yeah, because like if you look in the top lane situation, then Gnar would actually win against the Darius when he's on that mini Gnar form, just gonna be able to kite the Darius around. But when the Elise actually comes in, the repel into the cocoon is really powerful. Like if she can time it properly, it's either a flash or even when he flashes, there might be a predict cocoon. Predict cocoon. And then in a 2v2 situation where McRory would be with a Echo, I think the damage output would still come in for UST's top lane side because like the Darius with the hemorrhage and then the additional blood rage just deals so much damage, and of course the early game potential of that skittering frenzy and the volatile spiderlings from the Elise is just that powerful.
Oh, and another interesting thing to note, the UST has been pulling off this double TP comp for quite some time during the last 2 games that they played.
Yes.
They really like to apply a lot of global pressure. At ang laki ng impact nito actually in leagues like this. Kasi kung pag-iisipin din, of course, you need a lot of communication against a team that has a lot of teleports. You need to take timers on the TP. Oy, may TP na ba sila? Because obviously, with 2 TPs, you can get easily outnumbered in your lane.
Yes.
And that's very dangerous. So FEU always has to take note. Oy, nagamit na ba yung TP ni Darius? Nagamit na ba yung TP ni Gangplank? There's so much global pressure. And if FEU can't group together all the time, and UST keeps outnumbering them in the lanes, they're gonna fall behind very quickly this game. So FEU always has to have really good communication this game, always keep TPs in check, always have the vision, so that whenever you team fight, you get the perfect situation. Otherwise, UST will just snowball via outnumbering.
Also yung Gangplank that with the cannon barrage, just if FEU like forces a jungle clash and they're not all there, that cannon barrage will just deal a lot of damage, slow them down, and maybe allow UST to kite or get picks, and then just set up all of their AoE damages, especially with the Glacial Fissure in a tight spot. Just, slows them down even more.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of CC coming for them. Siguro yung isa problema na nakita ko sa UST is their lack of primary engage. Wala silang talagang all-in na champion na pwedeng reliable engage. Aside from Cocoon, there's not a lot of ways that you can engage with this team composition. So I can imagine in the lane, if you can't land a surefire Braum ult or a surefire Cocoon, parang Lee Sin Q lang yan eh. Walk into lane, miss your Q, run away. So if that happens over and over this game, honestly, then it's going to be hard for you.
Honestly, I think they're going to have to make themselves like a Talisman of Ascension or a Righteous Glory. And then Zyken with that speed boost can be an initiator. I'm just saying can be with the Apprehend as well.
Not extremely reliable, but pwede.
So we'll see what happens. As for FEU side, there's a lot of initiations for them. Especially when McRory, if he's able to time that parallel convergence with Echo landing on it, and then the opponents get slowed by a Gnar or Yeah, by the other members of FEU. That's a stun already.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, Talisman would be really make a lot of sense for Ignorant on Tam Gensh.
Yeah.
You just run in, swallow a carry, bring it back to the team. But in any case, yeah,
Or,
this looks like team fight
yeah.
for FEU, and then picks and lane pushing, split pushing advantages for UST.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that goes. Kasi gaya nga na sinabi namin, FEU has not been so good with pulling off comps that rely on Kiddo. Kiddo has not been invested in.
Yes.
So ideally, yung gusto natin makita, FEU putting more gold, more kills into their AD carry.
That is true. Also, use of Tam Kench then, it's not only a pick-off, it's a 4v5 situation tool. Like when he's able to devour a person, that's 2 seconds that there's a 4v5 situation. And then maybe out of place of UST, they try to run away and then just leave that one person behind. And then they kill off that one person and then translate it into an objective, which could possibly give them more advantages as the game progresses.
Yeah, that's true. So again, this is week 2, day 1. This is going to be the battle between FEU and UST. UST with 2 wins already so far. No? So napakadali lang. Kung manalo sila sa game na to, for sure, diretso na sila sa finals. This is gonna give them 4 points if they win this
so
one.
the pressure is on for FEU talaga.
Yeah.
Project Vengeance nga as,
yes,
as we have the
exactly.
theme for the LoL Collegiate League playoffs. So again, guys, welcome to the Summoner's Rift. This is the LoL Collegiate League playoffs, and it is a Game 2 in the best of 2 series between UST and FEU. So in the blue side, we have UST in the top lane. It's going to be Zycan with the Darius in the jungle. It's going to be Raze with the Elise in the mid lane. James Meister with the teleport flash gangplank. In the bottom lane duo, we have Mafij on the Corki, and his support Braum will be played by Schnitzel.
All right, meanwhile, in the red side, that's going to be Far Eastern University. That's Simon D in the top lane with Nar, McRory in the jungle with the Echo, Coheed, ex-Coheed in the mid lane with the Azir, and for the bot lane, that's Kiddo and Ignorant with the Jinx and the Tam Kench.
Yeah, kind of like this new UI.
Yeah, it
For
looks cool.
yeah, it really looks nice.
Yeah, plus with all the border thingies.
Yeah,
That's
the
awesome.
project. Thank you for that, our PGS team, that they gave
Yeah.
us such a nice layout
Always
for
feels
us
nice to look at the screen with all these sexy layouts.
Yeah.
So let's see. It's going to be a bit of a pause. Set up lang sila. You don't want to have the D on your F and the F on your D when you flash, obviously.
For you, where do you put the flash? The
My
D?
flash is on D, and my smite or ignite whatever's on F. Yeah, I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah, for me, I'm the opposite. I go for F for flash, and then any kind of other summoner spell is on the D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
All
let's
right.
see who has better level 1 engage here. Probably for UST, you have
Yeah.
the upper hand, you have the cocoon.
The concussive blows as
Yeah,
well from
concussive
the
blows,
Braum. It's very powerful.
Yeah, so FEU will probably want to play a bit passive during this early game kasi nga mas malaki yung pressure ng UST. More CC, honestly, in level 1 is all you need to put pressure for level 1.
Yes, yes. Also, I think last game, yeah, it was, I think a misplay that Raze does is that he tries to get the Scuttler after he gets the initial buff.
Yeah.
Which is alright. It gives you the vision, it gives you gold as well as HP back. But then the problem is, if the opponent sees you doing that, your other blue buff or red buff is exposed for a counter jungle.
Yeah.
Like they can put in early vision, and when you're trying to get it, when you're very low, they just surprise you, and then you get first blooded, or if that's even a word.
I guess it's all about execution.
Yeah, it's all about the execution. The little misplays, you know, it really does snowball into mistakes as the game progresses.
Yeah, so let's see. Zycan just dancing at top.
Yeah.
Hindi natin kung ano mangyayari. Pero mukhang nga standard lanes na. So no one gonna pull off any lane swaps. Zycan just busting the move at top. Let's see how things go. Oh, sobrang passive lang actually ng early game na to. Kasi actually, there's not a lot of early pressure in all of the lanes.
Yes.
Even if the Trinity Force spike comes from Mefij, that's gonna take a while. So yung early pressure lang ay actually nagagaling lang kay Elise.
Yeah.
But all the lanes will be pretty passive, so this early game will be very, well, not boring.
Yeah.
But it's going to be very calculated. They want to be careful. Gusto na mag-play safe. They want to be able to get farm first. Put some CS onto their carries. Lalo na for the side of FEU, napaka-importante na mabigyan ng CS ito si Kohi tsaka si Kiddo with the Jinx and the Azir.
Especially Kiddo for at least right now. I think they have to again give him freedom or put the pressure for him so that he doesn't get pressured in the bottom lane. That Jinx doesn't go online in terms of being hyper carry till you get 2 to 3 items.
That's true, and remember guys, malaki ang pressure dito sa FEU side. If they don't win 2 games today, they will definitely not make it up for finals. And if UST wins this one, automatically.
Does that mean that wala na tayong laro?
Ay, no. Hindi naman. Natutuloy pa naman din yung game.
Yeah, medyo natakot ako din.
Hindi naman. Kasi yung OLFU, if they win the next 2 games, they can still make it.
Yeah, look at that though. With the Tom Kench, they're actually pushing away Schnitzel as well as Mafij. Look at that, 3 CS for Mafij and 6 CS for Kiddo. Just a little observation as this game has begun.
Yeah, there's Simon harassing Zyken.
Yeah.
Which was expected na pinag-usapan natin yan na Zyken
Look at that damage though, wow.
Kited out just a bit. Medyo mabagal nga kasi talaga. May 0.75 second delay out of it for you. I'm not sure if that's the swing or if it's the hook, but I know that there's a short delay.
That's the Q, the Q. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and also you have to hit the champion in order to get the heal back.
Right, so
that's
they're actually chipping at the top, but I don't think they're gonna be. Oh yeah, at least he's top. There's actually a ward at the tri-bush, and he's passing. Yeah, di siya makita.
Yeah, I just want to check what the. Also, it's a very very new ward there. So nicely done by Raze. He anticipated that the tri-bush might be warded, so he went immediately. Oh, this might be it. There's the Cocoon coming out of Raze, and they're gonna go in onto Simon. As fast as he goes into that mini-nar form, will they dive in? No, still has that flash available for him, but he will be, I think, forced to chug in that potion, or rather, did he teleport before and bought potions? I think he did that.
Oh my, I think Simon's gonna. Oh my, the Cocoon
gonna go in, the Cocoon misses. The flash does come out of Raze, and oh, will this be an outplay? Zyken gets the first blood, but McRory will give himself a vengeance kill.
That flash Cocoon totally destroyed what could have been a clean dive.
Yeah,
seriously.
so nicely done by Simon in the top lane with that Gnar outplaying in the 2v1 position. 2v1, you know, allowing.
Yeah, pero napakalaking mechanical mistake yun coming in from FEU. Actually, I know, from UST, you didn't actually even need to flash. Cocoon has a very long range. I don't think that was necessary. Could have saved that, could have escaped, but it's still going to be even, so 1 for 1.
Yeah, or I think they could have chained their skills together, like an apprehend and then Cocoon into the face of Darius would mean that that's almost a sure hit on the Cocoon for Raze.
Yeah, I just think that flash was really unnecessary.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, top lane has no flash now, and Gnar will have a hop.
Yes.
So that will put a bit of pressure on Zyken na kailangan niya mag-play safe kasi wala na siya ngayon. He's a bit immobile. Of course, Juggernauts are known to be a little bit slow.
Yeah, Simon though did go for a Kendall Gem, so curious enough, he will be able to spam out more of his skills as well as get that extra HP. But in terms of battle stats, not the best that he will go for.
Ouch.
Oh, but
Meanwhile,
here comes
Kohi,
another guy from Raze. He is blood hungry right now. There's the apprehend. Oh, human form is yet to come out of Raze there. There you go. And it looks like Zyken will get himself the 2nd kill of the game. And ay, puppy.
Yeah, there was no ward actually in the river. Oh wait, there was. There was, but Simon was overextending. So obviously, no flash and only the hop. That was a pretty bad play.
Yeah, and the W from the Darius actually slows you down quite a bit for 1 second. I think 90% slow? I can't remember. Still that much powerful.
Already a huge gold gap, actually.
Yeah.
2,300 to 1,200, and that's 39 to 14 CS. So, what more does a Darius want? He will explode at mid-game. Sobrang sakit niyan, actually. So, that's going to be pretty bad for FEU.
That's
already
true.
UST looking very strong in this early part of the game.
Yes. Bottom lane wise though, it has been Mafij being pushed out of his okay. So boomerang toss coming out of Simon there just to say no, don't do the BM in front of me, man. The bad manners. Don't recall in front of your opponent. That is just so
disrespect.
bad. Yeah. Oh, but it looks like Kohin might try to do some kind of play here. No, just uses the shifting sands and the conquering sands to show how many sand skills that Azir truly has.
But things are looking pretty even in terms of CS sa lahat ng lane maliban sa top, no? So
Yes.
I think FEU's top really has to play a bit more cautiously. And it's weird kasi UST was immediately able to relieve what should have been a losing lane. UST, we were expecting that Zyken would be the one having a hard time at top. But a good job from UST kasi na-convert nila yung losing lane into a winning lane.
Yeah.
So now si Raze can focus on helping Gangplank because the harass from Azir is pretty strong and getting Corki to that power spike with Trinity Force.
Yeah, also the analyze na kailangan agad ni Zyken ng help in the top lane, and it's not really a hard thing for him to do a 2v2 situation, especially he has the apprehend to initiate and then the cocoon just to get away the stragglers.
Yeah.
And that just allowed, look at that, he's level 6 already, he's almost up to his black cleaver, so that Noxian... Wait.
Noxian Guillotine?
Guillotine, there you go, thank you. I was gonna say diplomacy.
Oh my
where
gosh.
come from. But Simon will get caught out here. Oh, he actually gets caught out in the Meganar form. Well, there's the apprehend coming in from Zyken, and he will execute. Oh, even the Cannon Barrage from James Meister comes out, and that's gonna give the killing spree to Zyken. Or actually died, so never mind.
Wow,
but
this
still,
top
3
lane is
kills.
getting camped.
Yeah, I think they just waited for the Cannon Barrage of James Meister, so he gets the gold from that.
Hey.
So, hey, puppy.
This is pretty bad coming in from FEU. Simon getting ganked over and over. Hindi pa niya nagigets. 3 deaths na siya. Pero medyo nag-overextend pa rin siya. TP being used there from Simon. So Zyken has TP priority there.
Yeah, I think it's alright for Zyken to just be that over-aggressive even if he is a bit low in HP. Just because it can bait out FEU's members to go, hey, medyo low siya sa HP, go to the top lane. And Darius can play low HP. Like, he has the outplay potential with that Q, giving the extra HP. And look at this, Kiddo is going to be left out in the bottom lane. But Ignorant will hear out the cries of this ADR saying, don't leave me alone here. I don't want to be alone.
Yeah, but things looking very even in all lanes again except top. Simon seriously has to work on not overextending.
Yeah, and his build path with going for a phage will actually only help him to kite Zyken. But in terms of like surviving Zyken when Zyken deals damage will not work out for him because that's a phage.
So positioning talaga yung importante dito. Simon must not overextend. Please put wards, which he already did, and make sure to know where Elise is. Kasi parang yun yung nangyayari eh. Parang hindi alam ng FEU kung saan pupunta to si Elise. They have to keep track of where this Elise is. Kasi sinabi nga natin no pick and ban phase, the only form of early pressure in this game is coming from the Elise. So FEU dapat inexpected na nila na this Elise is going to create pressure anywhere she wants. Echo will take a while to get that Cinder Hulk.
That's
so
true.
FEU has to play safe.
And honestly, Echo is not the best of initiators. Like, you only have slows, and you have a 50-50 chance to be able to get that stun with the parallel convergence. So there's even more pressure for your teammates to be able to, CC for you and then just follow up.
Yeah.
As for the Elise, she can just go in on her by herself with a cocoon.
Yeah, actually, we pointed out earlier, no? Oh, wait.
There's gonna be a gank here. There's the Cannon Barrage coming in from Jace Meister and Kiddo. He's gonna get knocked up, but the Devour from Ignorant. Can he save his ADR? But it looks like the Frog will go down. But, he actually flashes away. Oh, here comes Koheat. Can they get the kill onto Raze?
Oh, no.
Raze doesn't have a flash anymore. And, look at that. McRory stops him right in the face. But the Repel won't actually save Raze. I don't think he had enough range to repel to the Gromp there.
Yeah. Plus, yun, may TP priority yung UST dun, no? So, very simple. Simon didn't have TP. UST had TP advantage. They took advantage. They went to bot. They made the play. Yun ang yari lang dun actually is Ignorant swallowing and flashing away. Sobrang konti lang ng life dun ni Kiddo, but he was able to escape. Raze overcommitting just a bit, which you've seen happen at times during the game. Raze has to work on that medyo over-aggressive play that he made, giving Koheed a kill. But we'll see how things roll out from here. Dragon is up and FEU setting up Vision, so that will be a pretty important objective, more so for UST. Kasi gaya nga sinabi natin kanina, kung wala kayong late game team fight advantage, you want to invest in the 5 Dragons so that kahit wala kayong masyadong late game potential, you can still use that to split push. Kasi yung UST nga, medyo malakas yung lane and siege potential nila. They have a lot of zone potential, pick potential. They want to take
Split
advantage
push
of
as
that.
well with the powder kegs
Yes.
of that gangplank.
And we want to remind you guys, Game 3, again, we want to remind you that there are going to be skins given away during Game 3. That's the Project Bundle. Pero except, instead of Yi, it's going to be Yasuo. So do watch out for Game 3.
Yeah.
I believe that's going to be Olfu versus... Actually, I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I think it's Olfu versus FEU, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be the third game. And, of course, guys, school tayo ngayon, so we need our projects.
Yes, of course. Sabihin niya lang, Mommy, I need money.
I need money for a project.
Actually, yun nga yung galing dito eh. Project siya, pero libre siya. Kasi
Yeah.
game free. So you don't even need money.
Yeah.
You don't have to, lie to your mom. The joke lang.
Wow,
Pero, yeah.
this Sir Amps. Dapat ako yung nagsasabi kasi bad boy ako.
Ay, oo nga. No, I'm saying don't lie to your mom. Do not do that, guys.
Yeah.
Why project? Sabihin niyo lang. Project Skin Mama.
Project Z. Ano yun? It's kasi, merong living shadows na may edit effects. Diba?
Di ata magigets ni mom yun eh.
Sabi niya, sige, ito na yun. Bili mo na yan. Pakita mo na sa akin yung grade mo.
Oo na, yan.
Yung grade ko, Diamond 3. Master tier.
10 KDA po. 10.0 KDA.
Yeah, 10.0 KDA.
Ang galing ko, mami. Challenger na po ako.
Yeah.
Yeah, pero we'll see how that goes. Remember, guys, totally free. All you guys have to do, para match and win lang yun. A code will pop out anytime, literally anytime during Game 3. I-guess nyo lang yung character that's missing. So be sure, pag Game 3 na, buksan nyo na yung LOL client nyo. You just have to wait at the store. Punta kayo sa code section doon. And all you have to do is input the code, guess the missing character, and automatically you'll get a starter code. And then you will get the Academy skin. Academy skin. Yung project
last week pa yun.
Last week pa yun. Project naman pala ngayon. You get the project skins, I believe, within 1 week.
Yes.
After you win that starter code.
And guys, masarap paghirapan yun kasi if you amount all of that starter code, I think the cheapest champions, but they still amount to, I think, like 30 pesos in terms of RP or 60 pesos, parang ganon. Plus yung 1,250.
Yeah.
So that's still a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so it's a lot of money that you can save kung talagang nag-iipon ka talaga for the project skins.
You can, if you get that project, pwede kang mag-save for an actual project in school. So, diba? Win-win.
Yeah. All right, so there's the reconnect from Raze. And looking into the bottom lane, Kiddo is in a good spot.
Yeah,
90 CS.
That's really good, actually. Kasi gaya nga sinabi natin dati, FEU has had problems with this comp. And actually, yung problema nila ngayon is the top lane this time.
Yeah.
That's not the worst thing that can happen for FEU. The worst thing is that Kiddo or Coheed falls behind. This is not so bad. But still, FEU is still showing signs of weakness in terms of map awareness, in terms of vision. And those two things are really something that they have to work on.
Yeah.
Always ward and always be aware.
Because like right now, UST has 3 damage dealers. That's Zykan, Raze, and Mefij. Jace he still has to go online with his itemizations, but his Cannon Barrage is more of a support, slow you down, and then let UST's other members go in.
Follow up.
Yeah, follow up na lang sila. And then for FEU, it has been just Coheed getting 1 kill. So I think he can get his items. Yeah, there's the Morellonomicon for him, but Kiddo still needs to get himself more items to be able to help his teammates a bit more and possibly give FEU an advantage.
Oh no.
It's going to be a gank here on to Zykan. Ignorance takes a lot of damage, but that gray health might be enough to, just save him out. There's a teleport actually coming in from Jace. It's a 2v2 situation. Zykan will get... Actually, no, it's Jace who gets the kill onto Ignorant as James following in. He actually tanks the turret and he survives. It's gonna be a 3-man push in the top lane as UST gets himself the 2 kill. Will Coheed try to contest this? I don't think he will. Just gonna go into the mid lane, possibly get himself an exchange or just a CS.
This is exactly what I was saying during pick and ban. UST, sobrang dali na number yung FEU. Because of the TP pressure, because of the globals, if you don't communicate, if you don't have timers on the TP, nakita natin kanina, Ignorant went to top, they thought they were going to outnumber Zykan, but immediately, TP comes in, Raze comes in, biglang naging 4v2, easy kill.
Plus, I think it was a nice try from FEU, but the problem was they didn't have enough damage to kill Zykan. Yes, there's some damage coming out when Ignorant spits you out with the Devour, but then that's also damage not being dealt by Simon as he is in the stomach of the top Kench.
Plus, Simon wasn't even like going to transform into Mega Gnar that time.
Yeah, that's
they
true.
weren't able to manage the reach bar, so it was a pretty poorly executed gank, and it wasn't a well-communicated gank. Kasi they didn't have timers on TP. Sobrang dili lang yun. UST, all they have to do is TP, burn their cooldowns, and take an easy kill. And Simon is, I mean, Zyken's 4-1-2. That's a Black Cleaver and Merc Treads.
Yeah, you just add another axe to the already big axe that the Darius had.
Dual axe na siya. Grabe, nakakatakot
So
naman
he
yun.
can chop your head off like
Twice.
twice more brutally now.
Yeah, that's actually really morbid. Sorry, children. Sorry about that.
Hey, but come on, man. League of Legends isn't a, you know, it's I guess it's like yung rating niya for teens, cause like merong mga medyo, you know, content that does. Oh, McCrory with a steal onto the Scuttler there. He does get some retaliation from Raze as he says, "Dude, what the hell?" He just hits you in the face with that cocoon and the Skittering Frenzy as well as the Neurotoxin.
Another very important thing to note is that McCrory has not been ganking. He has not really pressured top at all. He got Skirmisher Saber and then Cinderhawk, so that actually is already a sign that McCrory is not looking to gank that much. Ideally, yung nakikita natin madalas is yung Stalker's Blade on that Echo so that he can provide pressure in lane. But because he went for Skirmishers, they haven't been able to relieve pressure at top, so sobrang na behind ito si Simon. He's 68 CS and 4 deaths. That's a huge loss.
I don't know for what reason why they didn't have GT Neil as their jungler, because like game 1 against UST, he had 100% kill participation with a Gragas. So I'm just saying like Neil has like this better understanding of when to gank the lanes. And as for McCrory, I guess, yeah, the outplay in the top lane was bad for him. But hey, they're going to go in on to Zyken right now. McCrory, Simon is there. Raze is here in the back line. Going to try to catch McCrory. McCrory does have his Chrono Break up for himself.
Azir's coming.
Azir's coming here in the side. It's a 3v2 situation, but they're running for their lives. Run, baby, run. Parallel Convergence will not connect. Can Kohi do the Shurima Shuffle? Will he contest for it? No, he actually outplay or mistimes the combo. And he gets stopped by the Cocoon as well as the Cannon Barrage coming in from Jace Meister.
I totally feel for Kohi. Ilang beses na nangyari sa akin. As an Azir player, I totally feel for him. Again, ang hirap mag-gank with this side of FEU. No primary reliable engage. Gaya na sinabi mo, 50-50. If you can't land a parallel convergence, nothing. You can't do anything.
Oh, okay. I thought they didn't see the pick ward there. Like, Kohi did the banana juke into the red side and then nalagpasan niya na lang. Para I thought he was like, oh, okay. Hindi ko na tayo.
Yeah, never mind this pink ward.
Yeah, so again, like you said, 50%, 50-50 talaga dun sa engage ng FEU. And especially when Gnar doesn't have his ultimate available. Kasi nag-ultimate siya kay Zyken, but he just pushed or pulled him into tower range but didn't get the stun.
Yeah.
So Zyken can still run away. Yes, he's slowed, but he can still run away.
Actually, I think FEU should stop trying too hard to gank this top lane. Kasi if you look at it, the past 2 ganks, both unsuccessful, and you can actually already tell that it's going to be unsuccessful. Simon does not have damage. He doesn't have extremely reliable CC unless he lands the ult. I think FEU should already be investing in other lanes. Why don't you guys try ganking this bot lane? Make plays with Ignorant to swallow the carry, bring him near your tower. Make plays with Kohi and do the Shurima shift, Tokyo Drift, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I think yung problem din kasi with that kind of play style for FEU would be that kasi nga, diba, we're not sure about this, but I think FEU doesn't have the exact time on the teleports, and then pag teleports sila in the bottom lane, you're just putting the highest killer for UST in the bottom lane, and then ang dami pa nilang engage potential as well as yung pick off and slows.
Yeah.
So I think FEU are just trying to get themselves picks in the top lane, and then there's no ganks in the bottom lane, and Kiddo is stably farming.
Yeah.
So I think they just don't want to risk it.
Yeah, but actually, because if you don't want to gank bot lane, you can gank mid.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Meister is quite immobile. He has the tendency to push dahil sa barrels niya.
Yes,
so
yes.
why don't you guys take advantage of that? You don't have the second summoner spell. If you gank the champion that has the TP, he'll only have flash to escape.
That's true.
So you guys should be taking advantage of that. James Meister, it's not like he's been playing super safe at mid. The only problem is that McCrory nga, hindi siya gank-oriented na Echo. And that I find that very weird for this comp specifically. Kasi marami kang lanes na nape-pressure. Well, actually not really, pero yung bot and the top lane is now getting pressure. I think McCrory should have adjusted and gone for Stalker's Blade para maka-apply siya ng slows at least.
Yeah,
so that he can land a parallel convergence.
I think it's a gamble kasi like he wanted the safety of the Challenger's Smite, which would reduce the damage output on whoever he smites on. But the problem with that is, like you said, Stalker's Blade would have been better for him to be able to land the parallel convergence because it's not going to be a 50-50 anymore, possibly a 60-40, even a 70-30 to land the stun, which would be so important for FEU to get the picks because like they have no pick potential.
Exactly, and FEU are playing the farm game with like 3 champions now.
Yeah.
You have it on Echo, you have it on Azir, you have it on Jinx. You don't want to do that against a team that obviously has early pressure. Because in the end, you're playing by their rules. FEU, I mean, UST is making all the plays here.
Yeah, and you have to break the rules sometimes.
Yeah, that's
not in school, but you know, in League of Legends.
You gotta be a rebel.
You gotta be a rebel. Oh, it looks like they might catch onto Raze here. Takes a lot of damage. Here comes Kohi, and he goes to the Shurima Shuffle combo. There's the ultimate actually coming out of Schnitzel. And there's the Repel. Will kill Raze though.
That was weird. There was no knockback from the ult of Azir. But anyway, this is gonna be
alright. Anyway, though,
Dragon.
Easy GG with the
down,
Dragon.
But it's gonna fade out.
We're gonna try to contest for this Dragon. He tries to go with the Winter's Bite, but the bite was not enough to kill that Dragon. And looks that Kohi does get himself the second kill of the game. He has
Actually,
yeah.
Mid. That's 5,800 to 6,000. Oh wait, no,
Oh.
he's behind. Rather, in terms of gold.
Yeah, I think it's because of the parlay. Oh, it looks like McCrory and Ignorant want to do a 2v2 situation. Where is Kiddo here? He comes, does the zap onto Schnitzel. Actually, Devour comes onto Mephiche, and oh, Ignorant actually delivers him to the Chompers there.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so that's a 2-for-0 in the bottom lane, but a 2-for-1 as James Meister was forced to flash in and get the kill onto McCrory, but he is in a rock and a hard place as he does get pincered movement here by FEU. The Devourer comes in from Ignorant, and right now I have to give it FEU MVP for now. Ignorant. Yeah, that guy put the Feige on the Flame Chompers. I didn't know he had that synergy with the Jinx.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
But yeah, so at least FEU is getting a little bit of gold at this point. That is a good Dragon being taken from FEU. They get the first one. And actually, yung UST dapat yung nag-invest in the Dragons eh. Kasi gaya na sinabi natin, wala masyadong late game insurance yung FEU, ay yung UST.
Yes.
Unless they go for full-on siege. You kind of need the 5th Dragon for late game. Kasi FEU has better team fight, they have better 5v5s, and they have better late game. Oh
Ignorant
no!
here wants to go in. He does use his ultimate to go in top and get the kill.
Oh
to
my
Zyken.
gosh.
He pushes actually Zyken away. Will it be a detrimental play? Oh! He kills him midair. Nice done by McCrory there.
Cool, yeah. But gosh, Simon, what's happening? Your ults are weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta practice that at sandbox mode. Oops, wait.
There is no sandbox mode. Is that a shout out to Rito?
No. I just forgot. But yeah, that was a pretty bad ult from Simon. I shouted ult, I think he heard me and got pressured, and that was just bad.
He heard you from far away. Yeah. Sir Amps has called you to ult. Ult now.
Yeah, my voice went all the way there, but that was, pretty bad ult. Still, though, they did get the kill. Trying to really pressure at top, but now bot's pretty open. That's 3 people down at bot. FEU is now responding, 4 members down, and everyone else. There is TP from Zyken here, so they can respond. Vision is there. Next objective to take are pretty much this mid lane turret for UST. So they may try and take that one.
Yes. And looks like in the bottom lane, Kiddo has the Infinity Edge to the Trinity Force of Mephiche.
Double Trinity.
Yeah, and actually the problem I think from Mephiche right now, I just saw this, is that when he tries to go in for the combo of the Corki, you know, putting out a Phosphorus Bomb or the Rocket Barrage, he is momentarily immobile.
Yeah,
and that allows Ignorant to get acquired tastes stacks
on
and
him.
then get the,
Yeah.
the Devourer. And that's, I think, the reason why Kiddo and Ignorant are winning over Schnitzel and Mefidge in the bottom lane.
Yeah, actually, if you think about it, yung auto-attack range din kasi ni Kiddo is longer than Corki unless Corki uses the ult. Schnitzel is not going to be playing aggressively unless they're able to land concussive blows. So,
Yeah,
actually, even if this bot has good siege potential, wait a minute.
it's gonna be a 4-man gank in the bottom lane. There's a teleport coming in from Zyken, and Schnitzel, will he survive? No! He goes down to Kiddo as that Fireworks gets the kill. Oh, nicely timed. Chompers there will take out Zyken as McRory as well as Kiddo hammering down into the face of Mefidge, and Mefidge will go down, giving Kiddo that triple kill, and you don't want the hyper carry Jakes to get the hyper carry kills.
They're finally able to put more on this bot lane. Even if the bot lane of UST is not super vulnerable, I think the matchup really hurt them. Kiddo was able to get even CS, and even with this Trinity Force spike on this Corki, they're not able to take a lot of advantages on it.
Yeah, because I think they were afraid, again, like what I said before, of the top catch.
Yeah.
Just hitting the face of Mefidge and then possibly putting him into Devour range and then putting that Corki into the Flame Chompers.
Yeah, that combo though. And finally, FEU, na-repair na nila yung dati na problema, which is not investing in Kiddo. Now, that's 175 to 201.
The Abyss has come out of the Ignorant there. He goes in with McRory, and they get a pick onto Jace Meister, but the ultimate from Raze, or rather the help from Raze, will it be enough as well as Schnitzel? They actually get the kill onto Coheed here. It's now a 2v2 situation. But here comes Kiddo. He's going to slow down Raze. Oh, Zyken. He's going to apprehend Kiddo there. But did he bit off more than he can shoot? Can he get away? There's the shield from, I think, the Stacks Gauge. Yes, it is. As Mefidge wants to re-engage. Can they get the hook?
The boss fight.
Oh, the boss fight. The Devourer. Whoa. Did he super mega death rocket as the
inside?
Inside?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
This Tam Kench Jinx synergy is pretty good.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, me too. I thought, wow.
He was invulnerable if he's on your tummy.
Yeah. Well, apparently you can hurt Tam Kench and he won't mind. As long as it's first carry. Oh.
Wow, so sweet as Tam Kench. Alright, it looks like the Cannon Barrage from Jace Meister will stop the siege from FEU, but FEU now have the momentum of the game. Can they finish this out against UST?
Yeah, there was a huge thing, huge sweep or reverse thing that happened here for FEU. They were finally able to group up. No, UST was not able to take advantage of their lanes. They weren't able
Oh my gosh! They get the pick onto Mefidge with just a boulder and some soldiers. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That wasn't even a pick potential. That was just
queued. Killed him.
The damage was just too real coming in from Coheed.
Ang dami ng beses na nangyari sa akin yun. Hindi na ma-mind yung soldiers. Oh my, wait, FEU is pretty low here.
Yeah, but I think UST do know this and they want to engage, but here comes FEU. They're gonna go for the pincer movement, and it looks like UST will try to go away as a team. Those Sand Soldiers though, look at that. They cover the whole area of that, and FEU, or rather UST, don't want to go in on it just because of the zone potential that Coheed has.
This is exactly what we were saying. UST does not have a good primary engage, and there's so much zone potential coming out from FEU. The range is longer from Coheed and from Kiddo.
Is this the right play from UST though, forcing the Dragon right now?
But they should be investing in Dragon because they need this for the late game.
Yeah, but I think they can't
in a
trade.
5v5, this is where FEU is going to shine.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
And they have the lead. It's a 2k gold lead. It might not be that big.
Mefidge just comes out of respawn, and then he gets tapped again by Coheed. There's a Cannon Barrage hitting McRory as well as Coheed. They are put very low, but also the members of UST are low from the Dragon spitting his fire onto them. Oh my gosh, Simon goes down, but it looks like FEU will try to re-engage. Mefidge gets himself a double kill, and now it's gonna be a 4v3 situation as the other members of FEU are very low. Oh, McRory! Kono breaks out, but Kiddo is now in a bad position as FEU are going down like flies, and UST are gonna put themselves in a very good situation. They get the momentum as well as the first Dragon of the game for themselves.
That was the most awkward Dragon dance I have ever seen. Like, they were just walking around and dying. That was really weird.
Alright, let's look into this one.
Oh wait, is this a replay?
Oh wait.
Oh wait, yeah, it's not.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
There you go.
Oh, here we go.
So let's check the fight. So that's going to be Simon going down immediately. Then there's Ignorant. This is the problem when you don't have a primary form of engage. McCrory is quite hesitant because he's very low. If FEU wanted to do something, they should have done it earlier, but you're outnumbered here.
As well
you
as,
should have probably just backed. Mefij is pretty high on health still, and he has a lot of mana. He can spam the ult. This was pretty bad from FEU. They were staying way too long here. Very awkward positioning. There was a ward. McCrory is forced to go away, and Kiddo is left all alone.
Yeah. I think that was a bit too greedy coming in from FEU. Like, Coheed had a lot of love taps onto the members of UST. They were put very low, but then they were also low themselves. And then, did you see that Emperor's Divide? It just, it was just a wall that didn't do anything.
So far, Coheed's ults, not so good. Coming in so far for this game. 25 minutes in, and UST still with a slight lead because of that messy fight.
Also, I'm not quite sure about the itemizations for Simon here. Black Cleaver for a Gnar. He does have the damage output, but then they have a lesser type of frontliner because he didn't go in for an earlier Randuin's Omen or something, some other tank item.
Yeah, well, I guess the Black Cleaver's fine. I think it's just the way FEU's playing that. The way FEU played that fight, hindi siya masyado maganda. Yun nga, medyo awkward yung positioning nila. They stayed too long kahit ang dami na nilang mababang health. They really should have just backed out kasi yun nga, Mefij had high health, high mana. They were just gonna get poked out eventually. And FEU has to be more careful about their positioning kasi even if they have the better 5v5, kung hindi maganda yung positioning nyo, it's not going to pay off.
Wow.
And that armor pen.
Yeah, look at that gray health. You can use it as a bait, but then when you just use it to, just see how much damage you take, it's still so much. Wow.
Yeah, interesting though, Coheed not getting Nashor's Tooth. He gets the Morellan on the front first. So his attack speed's a bit slower.
I think it can help because like there's two bruiser type champions in the side of UST that has heal. Removes Scurvy from Jace Meister as well as Zyken's Q. So it could be beneficial for them with the Grievous Wounds, 50% thing. Or, sorry about that word. Reducing 50% of the regeneration.
50% thing.
I'm sorry.
That's a funny word. Anyway, Zyken now.
Oh, they're gonna go in onto him. It's gonna be a 3v1 in the top lane as Raze will actually make it 3v2 and now make it 3v3 as Jace Meister comes here. Oh, the pandemonium. Zyken gets himself the first kill, the second kill. Will they get a third kill with the help from Raze? He goes down. Simon again with that Emperor's Divide divides nothing. And it looks like Kiddo might get caught out here. There's the Glacial Fissure. There's the knockup. And here comes Mefij saying, bro, you got me in the laning phase. I'll get you in the mid-game phase.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, puppy. Okay, so looks
that
like was awkward.
Coheed's Azir is not showing up this game. Bad ults all over the place, honestly.
Yes.
He really has to work on using that ult more effectively. Maganda sana yung disengage ng FEU with that ult, but it's not being used effectively. Buti na lang, finally nakastun na din si Simon with his ult there earlier, but still, again, UST's advantage is outnumbering you.
Yeah.
If you guys keep playing these skirmishes and don't group with objectives, you're gonna keep losing every time. UST has the lead. UST has the better TP global pressure.
Yeah.
If you keep trying to play the way they play, you're gonna lose. You have to take advantage of what your comp can do, which is 5v5s.
Yeah, and I think Simon hasn't done any ultimates that actually affect 3 people. Like, every ultimate that he's done has been 1 or 2 people only, and no stun. Probably just that one thing in the top lane against Zyken. And you don't want to burst down Zyken. Like, if he gets 400 or more damage onto him, Sterak's Gauge activates and gives him shield that replaces the health that he lost.
Yeah, actually, kung nakakuha na sana ng lead si Simon sa laning phase, the Darius wouldn't have been so scary. But yun na nga, he got 4-1 at like less than 10 minutes, I believe, in this game. And now he's just super scary at this mid-game. 29 minutes in. There's a 3,000 gold lead for UST. Again, this is going to be beautiful for UST kasi kung manalo sila sa game na to, automatic, they will be qualified for finals of LCL.
Yeah, but I don't think FEU are out of it because Kiddo, he's sporting that Infinity Edge and Phantom Dancer.
That's true.
So plus, he has...
Oh my god! Oh my... Ow.
Ooh, that Devour was not fast enough.
This is why they're nerfing him in PvE. Gangplank is getting a bit nerfed in PvE right
He
now.
actually is nerfed right now, but doesn't
Still
seem
not
like
enough. Yeah.
yeah.
Naka-Trinity Force Infinity Edge na rin kasi siya. So that's really painful. Oop. Yeah,
Oh.
still no engage there.
It's gonna be a 2v1 in the top lane, and McRory as well as Simon. Looks like they want to get this in top tier 1 right now, but are they putting too much onto it? There's the Abyss coming in from the Ignorance, or rather Tom Kedge. He has so much gray health that he might try to be a bit too safe right there. Oh, look at this. Mephiche actually goes in onto Kohi. There's the ultimate. Divides, but will not conquer.
You cannot burst a 4K at this point in the game. You shouldn't be 1v1ing that guy, honestly, right now.
Yes. It was a nice try though from Kohi. He had enough damage, but I think Mephiche was just 1 second too quick to get the kill.
And plus, he's more painful right now. This Azir still needs items before he's able to deal a lot of damage. Azir's not the best duelist, honestly. 1v1, he's really meant for team fights. And again, FEU's trying to make these picks. They should be managing side waves and doing 5v5s around objectives.
Yes.
But they keep forcing all these skirmishes, which UST is better at. That is the composition nila.
Yeah. And again, the dedication that McRory tried to do in that top tier 1, he just allowed Zyken to put damage onto him. And yes, you had the chrono break, but still, you don't want to use chrono break in that kind of situation. UST, or rather FEU with the cheeky play, gotta try to sneak the Baron here, but they have the vision with the Scuttler. So, yeah, you have to be a bit defensive onto that as well.
Yeah, vision being removed here, and now McRory's very low.
Yeah, but this is actually the weakness of UST. They don't have the engage potential at a range.
Yeah.
So, actually stops McRory's teleport there, or rather recall there.
This could be pretty dangerous. You're forcing an objective and then you have to back out. Recalls are being burned. Simon has no TP. He's going into rage. Will they engage? Hey, all right.
Yeah, I know, right?
But yeah, Dragon's up now. It's already been started. That's an early uncontested Dragon. 2 Dragons up for UST.
Yes, so that's going to give them more pushing potential. If UST wins a clash, they will be taking down towers faster now.
And they could really use that to end this game.
Yeah, really quickly. Because like,
FEU.
as this game progresses, the respawn timer also lengthens. And 40 seconds of free time in that base, of the opponent's base, is really, really good.
Yeah. We need to see better team fights, better rotations from FEU. Because the rotations have been pretty messy this game. Playing the way UST wants.
Yes. Schnitzel there just tried to Winter Spite somebody, but did not hit. Looks like in the top lane, Simon being forced out by the Elise there. The bug does force out. I don't know what the heck Nor is. The missing link.
Actually, it wouldn't be such a bad idea to force. Well, yeah, the thing is, FEU is na medyo awkward yung situation nila ngayon kasi gusto nila mag 5v5 pero alam nilang medyo behind sila so natatakot din sila because if they force an objective right now and then go for 5v5 they don't know if they can win.
Yes. Oh, it looks like there might be a pick onto McRory, but
oh my gosh,
Coheed actually puts a lot of damage onto Jace Meister, but Jace Meister puts a lot of damage back onto Coheed.
And they're now gonna be forcing this mid. Baron is being pinked right now though.
Yeah,
they're starting.
Raze is actually starting it off with Zyken. Do they have vision of it? No, they do not.
They don't.
So, actually, can they? Zyken's pretty tanky. And it's now going to be a 4-man Baron take here coming in from UST. Can FEU try to get the steal, or will they try to commit? Simon's rage is expiring. Can he try to do the ultimate? No, he doesn't. Can't get the Baron as UST will force FEU to keep flashing away as Ignorant is in no man's land. There's Coheed with the Emperor's Divide. They get the kill with Jace Meister. That's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, 1-for-2 trade rather. Where is Kiddo? He does take a lot of damage. It's a 2-for-1 trade, but the Baron did go into the hands of UST. And Jace Meister wanna go in onto Coheed here. He's a very, very juicy target. And with the Baron buff, it looks like UST are knocking on FEU's door here. Will they get it? Looks like they'll just back off, get that mid-tier 2, come back to their senses, get the regroup, try to tap RG, let's regroup first and then push another lane.
Yeah, it's going to be easy because the side waves are not well managed. Mid's pushing, bots pushing, easy rotation down to bot. They can't contest it. Easy tower.
Yeah, and with that Baroned up minions, oh, look at this, James Meister, sneaky.
Yeah, but wow, UST just snowballing their lead. 6,000 gold lead na sila. That's 58,000 to 52,000, and still things not looking good so far for FEU.
Yeah, that Baron take right there, it looked like they had two options. It was to either force a clash with Simon on a very, very low rage bar Mega Gnar, or use McRory, try to just phase dive him in, get a Smite Steal and Chrono Break out, which is, I think, the safer route. Because like if ever he does get caught out, just a one person to go down for FEU, but then Simon flashes in, and Schnitzel had the perfect timing for the Glacial Fissure. He knocked up those two champions and then stopped whatever FEU could have done.
Yeah, actually, FEU went for both options. Pumasok si Simon, pumasok si McRory.
It did not work out.
Walang nangyari.
Pumasok din yung iba sa nila, and they got picked off.
Yeah, so they got... That Glacial Fissure was really well timed. They had vision over the wall. So all they had to do was just press R and disengage, and now they have Baron buff, which is only gonna help them kasi maganda rin yung lane pressure nila. If in terms of lane, like if the champions are alone in their lanes, sigurado mananalo so far si Zyken against Gnar.
Jace Meister, I think
it's pretty even for mid.
50-50.
Yeah.
Like, if Kohi has the range, he can do well against James Meister. If James Meister is able to gap close the range, he's able to put a lot of damage onto Kohi, especially if the powder kegs hit. Because nakita natin early on, like, more than 50% of Kohi itself just went into the abyss.
So basically, mas maganda yung split push potential ng UST compared to FEU because they want the team fights. This Baron is only going to magnify that advantage. And there's not a lot of ways for FEU to respond unless they get the team fight they want. And I'm sure hindi naman bibigyan ng team fight itong UST.
Ow, Poppy. That damage is just too real.
Alright, so UST needs to win against Olfu para sure sa finals. So this game is not the surest way yet for them to get the finals. They have to win against Olfu. And if Olfu gets 2-0 today, they're going to go for a tiebreaker against UST. So both of those teams still have a chance to make it to the finals. But UST could really use this win so that they get a sure win for the finals.
Yeah, it looks like they can get the win because of just this momentum that they got.
Yeah.
FEU had the one chance momentum, but then they gave it up with a very shaky dragon fight. And look at this. UST are doing a two-lane split push. 2 in the top lane, 3 in the mid lane right here. And they actually put the best combo that they have in the top lane.
Actually, FEU, this is their chance to pull up a miracle team fight. Kung mapatay nila yung UST, honestly, and they go for a full dedicated, no hesitation, kill them all team fight here, they can still win.
Ooh, wow. The damage at the top lane turret is just too real. Oh my gosh, they get the pick onto Zyken, or rather, Simon as well as McRory, and they're taking so much damage. There's the knocks in guillotines that missing link Gnar, as it looks like UST are just finished on this game. There's the 3-man Emperor's Divide, but it cannot divide the lead. Or rather, it just divides the members of UST. As look at that, a triple kill for Zyken. Can he get the Quadra? Can he get the Penta? Oh, James Meister.
He took it.
He took it.
Oh my, this is pretty much GG for FEU. UST is able to catch Simon, and honestly, yung positioning ng FEU hindi ganun kaganda. Kiddo was caught, Coheed was caught by the hook. Despite the range that they had, their positioning is just not enough. And all the TPs are being burned right now. UST.
Looks like they're just celebrating right now their victory, as I believe they get themselves 3 points from that. So they're already 4 points in the lead as in terms of the Saturday group for the LoL Collegiate League playoffs. So what a game there coming in from UST.
GG, well played.
Wow, that was just... Whew.
Yeah.
Like all of the picks.
Yeah, so let's take a look at the end game screen here. So for the side of UST, 9-4 on Zyken with 15,500 gold. That's a lot. So
James Meister
still had the most gold in this game.
because he had the parlay, man.
Yeah,
so, but still, Zyken pretty close.
Really, really well played here from UST.
Nafij was constant. He didn't fell too behind. He had his itemizations even though he was getting bullied out by Kiddo.
Yeah.
But then, I think FEU wasn't able to capitalize or maximize Kiddo's advantage in the bottom lane.
And their team composition in general, hindi nila maximize. They
Yeah.
weren't able to set up objectives, set up team fights. Instead, yung nangyari, McCrory went for skirmishers. He wasn't relieving pressure at top. And then just things went all wrong from that. Kasi UST's specialty was to get the early game to mid-game lead, snowball the game from there, and FEU never answered back. Every time actually they tried to answer back, UST just shut them down.
Yeah, and Simon did get caught early in the top lane.
Yeah.
Like he
3
tried,
deaths.
yeah, he tried to get the farm in the top lane when his flash was down, and Raised took advantage of that.
Yeah.
And they get Zykan another kill, which just rocketed him into the top as in terms of this game. So guys, what do you think of that? That was game 1 UST, 4 points already. Wow, they're taking a very dominant hand, or lead rather, in the Saturday group for the local Collegiate League playoffs. Still though, there is a chance for OLFU
Yeah.
to get into it.
Yeah,
FEU, do they
all
still have
that
a chance?
All
Oh,
that
sorry.
UST has to do is to get another win. One more win, and that's going to be in the next game against OLFU. But if OLFU wins 2 games today, they get to go on the tiebreaker against UST.
Yeah. Does FEU have a chance?
At this point, FEU no longer has a chance. They
Okay.
had to win those 2 games and wait for UST to lose
To
their
OLFU.
game. Pero sadly, FEU will not make it to the finals anymore. So in the end, actually, it all lies in their hands.
Yeah. But kudos to FEU. It was a closer game than last week. They were able
That's true.
to answer out, or rather have the solutions to the problems that they had last week. But of course, it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
UST still got the win.
Yun nangyari, nag-transfer yung problem. Dati, hindi sila maka-invest kay Kiddo. Ngayon, nag-invest sila kay Kiddo, si Simon naman yung nag-fall behind.
And
but in the end, they still improved.
Yeah. I think
compared
yung
to
roster
before.
change din nila was a little bit shaky there. Because like,
that's true.
McCrory was okay in the top lane already. In the jungle, not so much.
Yeah.
GT Neil, I think, would have been a better choice.
I think
but I don't know why they did that. So guys, we're going to get back to you game 2. Don't forget, we still have the Project Skins giveaway. Project Vengeance. That is, of course, Project Lucian, Project Fiora. I'm not gonna say Project anymore.
Lucian, Fiora, Leona, Yasuo,
So,
and Zed.
Zed, yes. And of course, game 2, we still have Our Lady of Fatima University going against UST. Can OLFU get themselves the 2 wins that they need for the tiebreaker against UST? We'll soon find out. I am Bad Boy Asteroid with a 9, and of course, alongside here with me is
Sir Amps.
that is so small, so short.
Yeah. Sir
And
Amps.
we'll be right back.